Oh, would you look at that? Welcome back to the Peak and Pit podcast with our beautiful host, Bob the Builder.
That's you.
I've built nothing.
It's not me.
I think you might need to get a little closer to the microphone.
It's not me.
This is a fun studio, even though I don't have an office at the moment. It's kind of pretty.
I like it. It's our living room.
Anyways, speaking of pretty things, one thing I'll never understand is the freaking Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, well, this is the first, I guess, introduction of me being on video.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be party up top, relaxation on the bottom. You got socks on, I've got my slippers.
Yeah, I said, if you want to change your shirt, you can. And then he came out in something worse. So
Arguably better.
I don't understand the Hawaiian shirt. What does it do for you?
It's just...
As a culture, you Hawaiian shirt wearing people. You're like that one guy from Love is Blind.
It's just good vibes.
It's not.
It is.
No.
You're just like...
what's good vibes is looking good.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're like placing one in the other, and they're the same. Hawaiian shirts.
I don't think so. Hawaiian shirts are made for luau's, Hawaii, tropical vacations.
Well, no, because if you only wear a Hawaiian shirt when you're traveling, then you're
a poser.
No, you're just like you're just a dad, like a full up dad vibe of fanny pack, white sneakers, tall socks. If you embrace it as a lifestyle, it's like what he said.
Who said?
The guy from Love is Blind.
Oh.
It's a lifestyle.
I disagree. Anyways, would you like to update the fam on any, happenings, goings-ons?
For a peek and a pit?
Oh, forgot about the peek and the pit. I'm off my game. I'm having an off day, okay? I am excited about today's episode. It's going to be fun, but I'm off my game. So, sorry.
So,
Should we be looking at the camera? We're not used to this.
I'm not either. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. What's up? Okay.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, peaks and pits. I've been starting with the pit because I'm not a high,
Starting with the pit?
Yeah.
All right, mine's just going to be a little 2-in-1. Kind of, it's the peak and the pit.
The peak is your pit?
The peak is the pit, and the pit is the peak. Flew the F-35 for the first time, and which is awesome. That's a peak. Flying a 5th gen fighter, that's pretty dang cool. But it definitely doesn't fly like the F-16, and I'm super comfortable in the F-16, so it's just different. I'm comparing. This is bad, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. So that was my peak and my pit. It was really fun, and I'm glad I'm at the stage where we're moving forward, but also kind of like bittersweet and sad.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not going back.
Yeah.
So.
Could you ever ride in a 16 ever again? And by ride, I mean
fly.
Drive.
Thunderbirds.
Oh.
That's about it.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Also, wait, I want you to talk about how you had the time of your life at the base water park today, and by that I mean water survival, because you come home every time you do stuff like this, you come home and act like it's oh, it's so bad, but you're you have the biggest smile on your face, like you had so much fun.
Yeah, you always just think I do that. I'm like,
you do.
It's so tough, it's so hard, and I'm grinning from one ear to the other, and you're like, you love this, and I'm like, no, I don't, I hate it, and I'm like,
let's do it again.
I hate it. And I'm just nodding up and down.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I got to see you fly Big Bertha as well.
Yeah, Fat Amy.
I'm calling her Big Bertha. I know everyone calls her Fat Amy, but
Panther.
Why do we call her Fat Amy?
She's thick.
She's big.
Yeah.
She's girthy.
Yeah, that's about it. That's the main reason.
Huh. Okay. Well, I don't like that you did 2-in-1. You cheated.
That's just it. That's the nature of the beast. It was what it was.
Is it now?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right.
It was
well,
what it was.
Oh.
What's your peak?
I'm starting with my pit.
What's your pit?
My pit, so I'm just thinking on the spot. I told you guys I'm having an off day. I didn't think about this before, but I just looked at something. In my pit, you guys know you've been on the journey with
Mm.
me of finding decor for this dang house, which these chairs, beautiful. My other chair that was supposed to be blue, that's gray, annoying. It's looking bluer.
It's blue.
It's looking bluer. However, I ordered what I thought was the perfect runner for my kitchen. It was supposed to be white and light blue, like buffalo check. Okay. It's literally brown.
It is brown. It's brown
It's brown
and
and gray.
a poopy blue.
It's, I'm sorry, that's not blue. It's not. It's
It's
not.
it's an off blue.
So, anyways, my pit is that, this keeps happening. I'm like, oh, found it. And
I think I need to get another microphone for me.
yeah,
We'll do that eventually.
that maybe this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Check, check, check.
Okay, and my peak of the week. My peak of the week is we went out twice this week on a school night. And I'm not a
Yeah.
school night goer outer. I actually hate it. I like to be in my comfies by 8:30, 9 at the latest. And we went to trivia night, and then we went to get pizza last night to celebrate you and Fat Amy's new relationship. And it was fun.
The pizza place was overrated.
The pizza place sucked, you guys. Everyone
Wasn't
talks
good.
about this place. It was apparently on a Netflix show. I'm not going to out them. Not that I have that many followers or listeners, but I'm not going to say it because that just feels rude. It was so bad. It was burnt.
It was burnt. It was crazy expensive for what you were getting.
It was so expensive. And they were literally black.
If it was good pizza, I'd pay it.
Yeah.
But it was mediocre pizza at best.
And I was like, you know what? Let's give them...
DiGiorno is better than that.
Oh, ooh, shots fired. I was like, you know what? Let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just ours. They were, by the fire a little too long. And I look around, everyone's is black. I'm sorry. That's not a good za. No yawning on my podcast. Literally, you don't yawn ever until you get on this. And then you're like,
this is my first time.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my peak. Going out in the middle of the week, it really breaks things up.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't make the week feel so mundane.
Yeah.
Of just same thing over and over.
Right. Yeah. Well, today's topic of the episode is questions to ask in a military marriage to what I want to say is spice things up, but
it's not spicy.
That's not they're not spicy at all.
No.
It was basically meant for if you're not connecting very well, or you've just done some long distance and you need a little help with getting back to things, which to be honest, we don't really need either of those, but
it just sounds fun.
It just sounded fun.
Yeah.
So maybe if you don't need any of those either, you should do this anyway because it's new and exciting.
Yep. I was going to say something.
What?
I wasn't going to say it.
I want you to say it now.
I was going to say, so if you don't want to listen,
no,
then you guys can dip out.
You're really bad at this. You have to make them stay.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, sure. Well, do we want to go back and forth with questions though?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go first. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know if you have one. What's your favorite book? Wait,
I can tell you.
Okay. Clive Cussler.
Yep, it's not a book, but it's an author. I think the movie Sahara, right? Sahara that they had.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
It was based. It's oh man, Clive Cussler, Dirk
Bentley?
No. Dirk Pitt.
Pitt? Brad Pitt?
Nope. All right. So it's been a minute since I've read these books, but I remember when I was younger, I really enjoyed reading them. And I think that those are the ones I was consistently reading.
Yeah.
I can think of, there's good books, especially when I was younger. I used to read a lot. Now I don't really read for pleasure. I've been trying to. That's what I was
going to say is this is kind of an update on our habit stack and couples edition.
Yeah.
We've been doing really well with it, actually. We've
We
been
have
going for
been.
afternoon walks. You've been reading. We've been reading together.
Yeah. My reading, though, it's not like I enjoy reading fiction, and I have not been reading fiction.
You should get a fiction.
Yeah. Something to do.
Yeah.
So, all right, there's my answer.
Okay.
Now I get to ask you a question, right?
Okay, yeah.
What is your favorite song?
My favorite song. Well, let me narrow it down. My favorite artist.
Luke Combs.
Yep. And he's going to be here in the Phoenix in about 2
I'm aware.
weeks. And you actually brought it up to me, but you have yet to buy me any tickets, so
No, I haven't.
we'll see. But my favorite song is probably, you know what? I have a lot, but it's actually not Luke Combs. It's Baby Come Back to Me by Kane Brown. Have you ever heard it?
I'm sure I have.
You probably have in my car.
I just don't look at the names of songs. I just listen to them.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Those are good.
Next, what movie reminds you of us? It's kind of hard.
Forrest Gump. I'm chasing you around. Jenny. And you're like, get out of here. Actually, no. Jenny's a villain. She's actually terrible.
Say, isn't Jenny mean?
She's mean. A movie that reminds me of us. I don't know. I want to pick a cartoon. I feel like some Disney movie would probably be the best.
Oh, I'm a princess?
Nope. I was just going to say Two Good Friends.
Oh, stop.
I don't know.
No.
But what's a good Disney movie that's like that?
What's a movie where you were friends and then you got married? I don't know. This is hard.
Failure to Launch. You're trying to.
Your parents paid me?
Yeah, my parents paid you, and they're like, we need him to get a good girl, and then secretly got you to fall in love with me.
Yeah.
You sucker.
That was a good one.
That was a good movie.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That one too. Any rom-com?
Yeah. Okay.
You asked me. All right. What was the very first thing you thought about me? You got to go way back. Do it. What's your first impression made that you remember?
That I remember is probably that you were really smart, because we were like literally 7 years old, and it was very apparent back in those days that they grouped people based on like how quickly you learned things. And I was never in your group. And I was like, he's one of the smart ones. I did get there between 7th and 8th grade. I just switched brains and suddenly I was a smart person, but it took me a minute.
Yeah. You got up to me.
Yeah. So yeah, probably that.
You should tell the story about when we were back home about, Tyler was valedictorian.
I literally said this. Oh my God. I said this story in the last episode.
Oh, did you?
Because someone asked me what my major is, and I was like, let me tell you about my little quarter life crisis that I'm having right now. And yeah, the secretary of our school, we ran into her at church. Maybe there's listeners who didn't listen to last week's. We ran into her at church, and she thought that I was his girlfriend from college. And she was like, oh my gosh, he's so smart. He was the valedictorian of his class. And I was like, I know, dipshit. So was I in the same class, and my speech was better. Thank you.
I don't remember your speech, but I also don't remember mine.
Well, I don't remember yours. So
we got to go back to the camcorder, figure that one out.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to ask me a question now, right?
Oops. What's your favorite memory with your mom?
Oh.
This is cute.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Mother's Day adjacent?
Yeah. I think I have a couple memories. It definitely goes back to when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's probably, I remember when we were young, my mom would always take us to the beach. And I remember just listening to like 90s music on the radio in the car, nice summer day, going to the beach, always making sandwiches, having snacks, that kind of thing. And then just running around on the beach and swimming. And just, I remember her like all summer long. We would do that every day.
Yeah.
And
Me
I
too.
loved it. And I thought it was awesome.
It's the best.
So that was a very fond memory. And I can like clearly picture my mom sitting in the front seat with like my sister and I in the back seat.
Yeah.
Weren't old enough to sit in the front seat yet.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I know this. Where do you want to travel?
Everywhere.
Where specifically? Where's your number one spot?
Like in life or this year?
Both.
In life, a safari in Africa.
Yep.
As well as New Zealand. And also Bora Bora again. I could keep going.
Just a couple.
But this year, I want to go to like Nantucket, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
East Coast.
We haven't really been up.
I've never been. I've been to New York and that's it.
I've been there, but not with you. And not to like the extent of the kind of travel I want to do up there.
Yeah. I've never been to Boston. We have to go.
Yeah. Boston's fun.
I need some clam chowder.
Yeah. We don't need you trying to talk in a Boston accent.
Use guys merchandise. If you know what that reference is, you're my people. Do you know what that reference is?
I'm walking here.
Do you know about use
Forget about it. I don't know what that reference is.
Use guys merchandise. It's a store at Hollywood Studios in Disney World. Use guys merchandise.
Use guys merchandise.
Okay. Where do you want to be living in 10 years? I don't even know what I want in 10 minutes, let alone 10 years.
10 years? I don't know. I'm not going to name, like, I don't know. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
It depends on job opportunities.
Yeah.
But something that we also want to do. I'm definitely opening up to the idea more of going to Florida.
Florida.
I do like, honestly, like Phoenix, Arizona is pretty nice right now.
It's pretty chill.
I am liking this. Mm-hmm. I love Colorado, Utah, Montana, but some of those you can get a little sporadic out there. I don't know if we're not on the same page on that one.
We can vacation there.
I think like living in San Diego would be great, but California is a lot at times as well.
No, I don't need to spend $20
it's too expensive.
Chicken to my salad every day. No.
So it would be great, but I just don't think it's really realistic or worth it at this stage.
What about Charleston?
Maybe. I don't know. Depends.
On the jobs?
On the jobs. I also, a big part is like where we actually live. I can't live in the city in an apartment. Like I need a house. I need space.
Yeah.
I want some place that I can like easily get outdoors.
Yeah.
Kind of escape. Mm-hmm. But also close enough that we've got everything that we want.
So you don't want to move.
So I'm pretty picky. I'm pretty picky.
Oh, your turn.
All right. This way so you can't cheat looking at your next one.
Okay. That's a good idea.
If you could choose anyone, who would you choose as your mentor?
Oh. Referring back to my quarter life crisis, I feel like that would require like a lofty goal. I could have lofty goals.
What do you mean, to choose your mentor?
My mentor, like in life?
Just anybody you can think of. Who would you want to be like, being a mentor, mentoring you, watching you, leading you, guiding you, telling you how to do things, how to be successful, how to not be successful?
Well, that would require someone to be successful, both in career and in the home. Two things very important to me.
So who are you thinking?
I don't know.
Great answer.
I love it. My current one right now, having just moved into this house, is probably Nancy Myers.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Design. Yeah. Interior design.
Yeah.
Support and help.
What would you like to be famous? Wait. Would you like to be famous / for what?
I famous in the sense of like a movie star or something. I know you're probably already thinking you're like, of course he does. He wants that attention.
Oh, I actually wasn't thinking
No,
that.
I was gonna say as far as like a movie star where it's like people are yelling at you like, oh yeah, come here.
Yeah.
Cameras like definitely not. But I would like to be remembered in like history books. I think that'd be very cool. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Having like a position where it's just like
Uh-huh.
your name lives on past you kind of thing. I do
Huh.
think that would be cool. And
That'd be
for
cool.
what? I don't know.
Like an invention or for like
Yeah,
military stuff.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
So like mildly famous.
Mildly famous.
Not a household name, but like some people know who you are.
Well, no, like everybody, no, I'm just everybody knows, and they just respect my privacy.
Well, not gonna happen.
All right. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Oh geez. If I could change anything about the way I was raised.
What time did we kick this guy off? Also,
We've been going for like 20 minutes.
oh, okay, I see it.
Cool your jets.
Looking.
If I could change anything about the way I was raised. I don't know. You're asking me harder
You're
questions.
2 for 2 right now.
I don't know. I think that like, but I think this is a generational thing. Like accomplishments were really drilled into my brain.
Oh, okay.
And now that I
Am
am
older.
older,
You don't want that. You wish that didn't happen.
I'm too wired for that, I think.
Oh, you're just. That's just.
But that's not,
You
it's
were.
not
You
that I
were.
don't want, like, it's a
Yeah.
good thing that that happened, you
But
know?
now it's like you respond
Yeah.
when you're rewarded with
Yeah.
whether it's like number one seller,
Mm-hmm.
you get a gold star,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Gold star.
Gold star.
Yeah, probably that.
Okay.
That's a
Uh,
hard one.
you're giving me the next question.
What would you, oh my gosh, I can't read. What do you value most about friendship? Ooh,
That's deep.
deep.
Um, somebody that you can wholeheartedly be yourself with. That's what I like.
What does that mean? Oh, like you just you don't have
Like
to censor yourself.
you don't have to censor yourself. You don't have to be like, oh, I can't say this around them,
Mm-hmm.
or like, or you're worried about what people are going to think. Um, I personally think you should never be that way,
Yeah,
just because who cares?
you're good at that.
Yeah, we're working on it with you. People are going to like you for you, and if they don't, then so be it.
I've gotten a lot better.
But I think I do like that when you have very close friends that you can just, doesn't matter what time of day, you can just be like, hey, let's go
Shoot the breeze.
shoot the breeze. I don't know what that means, but
Yep.
shoot the shit is what I would have said. Whoops.
Yikes.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just check that this is not for kids.
Um, what's one thing you always procrastinate on?
Everything? No. What is one thing? Okay. I procrastinate on like little things,
Mm-hmm.
little tasks that are annoying until they build up so much that I get so annoyed that I spend 4 hours doing them all. And then I'm like, huh, that wasn't that bad. You know?
Yeah. I would say you and me work very, because you were talking tasks specifically, right?
Well, wait, what other way were you thinking of that?
Well, no. I'm just gonna say something here. I
You're not
think
allowed.
I think the way we like tackle our small tasks that we have,
Yeah.
I always choose the easiest ones, and I'm just like, boom, get them done. Bop, bop,
No,
bop.
see, I was taught to swallow the frog. You do the biggest thing first.
I see. I'm the opposite. I get all the small things done,
That
so I clear my brain, and now I don't even have to worry about it. And now all my attention is on like the big thing that's going to require a lot of effort. If I try doing that first, the back of my brain, I'm just like, well, still got to do X, Y, and Z. I've got all these other little things I have to get done.
No, see, if you were a CPA, you would know that it's drilled into your brain to swallow the frog first. If you don't swallow the frog, they will be mad at you. So, Swallow the
guess,
frog.
yeah. 2 roads to get to the same finish point. Whatever.
Wait,
It's yours.
mine.
I
Don't
haven't.
cheat.
I didn't look at it.
You
I didn't look.
cheated.
Maybe I did. I didn't see it.
Do you? Oh, interesting. Do you follow your head or your heart when making decisions?
My head,
Yeah.
so to speak. Um, yeah, I'm very, you know this. I'm
Yeah.
like, I lay down everything in a very logical, what makes the most sense, and I go from there. I do not solely go off of emotion.
Yeah, I have a hypothetical question though, because this could happen. So say someday when the Air Force is no longer in our life
Yep.
and you have two job opportunities, one where your heart is like, I would have so much fun doing that job, but you start with like a really low salary. There's potential, but it's low. Or you have a job where you know you're not going to be like obsessed with it, but it's a really high salary, it's very promising, it's very secure, and your head is like, that's a safer option, that's better.
I'm not going. You're already comparing it differently than I would. Because I would break it down because that is like 2 comparison points of
Okay.
like job satisfaction versus compensation.
AKA head versus heart.
Sure, but those would be like 2 bullets. Like
Okay.
those would be 2
Mm-hmm.
points that I either
Factors.
put in like,
The pro or the
yes or
cons.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
pro or con. And then but I would do that through and through, and then basically, you know, put them all together and determine which one makes the most sense.
Okay.
Because there is something you can't straight up hate your job. Otherwise, you're never going to want to work.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah. Which duty station, more of the military specific questions now.
Military.
What duty station has been your favorite so far?
Aviana.
Next.
Boom. Roasted. If you could get stationed anywhere, where would you choose?
Aviano. Boom. Roasted.
Really?
I mean, that was amazing. I do. Are you just saying like now or just in general?
I think like now going forward.
I'm at peace. I've done.
I was gonna say,
I've been
yeah.
everywhere and done everything that I want to.
Same.
I wouldn't. Doing a Europe assignment again would be fun,
It'd be different.
but it'd be different.
Yeah.
Just because you're mature, and especially if you have kids and everything else,
Yeah.
it would just be different.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
My question. Ah, do you believe in ghosts?
Oh. Do I want to believe in ghosts? No, but do I kind of believe in them? Yeah.
So I just still think of Lauren's video.
I know. No, don't remind me. Don't get that in my brain.
You should ask her to post it.
No. Okay.
It's good.
It's so bad. It's so bad. You guys, my friend from college, her friends lived in this apartment. And long story short, there was a ghost caught on camera, very extremely real. And they moved out the next day and had to sign an NDA because this ghost lives there.
Well, because they said he's like
because he wouldn't be able to rent it out.
I've
knew.
had people say this in the past. Like that's what he's lost tenants because of it.
Messed
up. I will say the video does look like it's like a girl with long brunette hair in a white nightgown.
Don't
just kind of like
stop.
Just walks across the corner. It looks real.
So
somebody's very good at editing.
My sister said that ghosts are people who are still in purgatory.
Could be.
You know my password?
I don't know. Yeah, of course.
What would be your dream job?
All right, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Next
that's
one.
annoying.
Easy. Where do you want to retire?
Where do I want to retire?
That's kind of the same, like, where do you want to live in 10 years, except you're choosing now.
I want to retire in a house on a big piece of land with a lot of grass where...
With horses?
No.
That's what it sounded like you were describing.
No. Like in Florida, Carolinas, like somewhere near to the water, but also close to all of our family so that all of the kids and the kids' kids can be
grow up together.
Yeah.
I like that.
Also on a yacht.
You want to retire on a yacht?
I would like to have my retirement vacation be on a yacht. Yeah.
Yikes. I
What do
better
you
start making more money.
What do you want to do after the military? Make more money.
uh, yeah, still up for debate.
Yeah.
We are, we've been talking about it, whether Di wants to work or if she doesn't want to work. Like, I don't care either way. I want what's going to make her happy. For me, I don't know. I might, when I'm done flying, I might just ride off into the sunset and call that the end of an era and do something. I do love business, and I think starting your own business would be very fun, or working for somebody initially, kind of. But I don't know exactly what that is yet.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of opportunity.
It'll come.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of great people to network with, to meet, and just figure out what you want. Because like you were talking about earlier, I do want job satisfaction, and I like talking to people.
Clearly.
So
no, you need a job where you're out and about.
I don't think I could sit at a desk nonstop.
Yeah.
That would be a lot.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What's your favorite thing about your career? Your job?
That I'm in charge of it.
I like that.
That I can do it from my house.
Yeah, you're your own boss, but also your own worst enemy.
Yeah, true. What do you miss most when you're away?
Ooh, Diana. I don't. Routine.
It's not my cooking.
Oh, that too. Actually, that's a big one. Good homemade cooking. I'm pretty sure I gained like 10 pounds in Korea, and I have yet to lose them. So
I'm sorry.
Turns out when you eat out for every single meal, it's not good for your overall health. Doesn't matter how good you try to eat healthy.
And stop working out.
Okay. Let's not air out my dirty laundry on here.
Why not?
We're getting back to it.
I do it all the time.
We are definitely getting back. Oh, you're not going to know this. I'm going to skip it.
Why? What?
What's your favorite flavor of MRE? Meal ready to eat.
Never. Sorry. Not going to happen. Next
Beef stroganoff.
I don't eat beef toothpaste.
Oh. What's the longest you've gone without sleep?
Oh. Probably I think when I came back from Korea the second time, I was up for 37 hours.
Oh.
And it sucked.
I thought you were going to talk about the time in high school. You're like, we stayed up all night. We stayed up till midnight.
To go to the Twilight movies?
Yeah. That's what it was.
I didn't even stay up for 24 hours when I did that.
I thought that was going to be, the traveling one, that's valid.
Travel days for sure. What's your favorite family tradition?
Ooh.
Do one from growing up and one between you and me.
Okay. The funny thing is they're both Christmas related.
Well, Christmas is the best.
And let me think about it. Yeah. I liked from growing up our German side on my mom's side. Yeah. We'd always hide the pickle.
Yep.
The pickle ornament in the tree, and whichever kid finds it's supposed to have good luck for the next year, I think, right?
No, you're supposed to get an extra present.
Or you get an extra present. Dealer's choice, I guess. And then the favorite one that we're doing is also ornament related, and I really like that. So when we started doing this when we were living overseas, where everywhere we went and traveled to, we would get an ornament. Turns out if you're traveling in the summertime to somewhere tropical, you can't always find ornaments.
No, it's more so if you're traveling in Asia.
Asia was much more difficult.
We have a lot of keychains.
But it's like, we took almost like keychain things, and I would break off the chain and put a tree hook on there, and then we would use that as the ornament.
Wait, now that we have our own house, we can have 2 trees, and one's the travel tree.
Yeah, we because the tree we have right now is max performed
Yeah, it is.
with how many ornaments we have. So we
We
could
need
definitely get a
another.
second. And we have taller ceilings, so we can definitely get a bigger tree.
Yay. Okay.
Oops.
You locked it out.
Did you ask me that? Yeah, I'm asking you now. Oh, who would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee?
In this moment or in life?
Doesn't say your choice.
In this moment, my friend Mary that I
There you
talked
go.
to this morning. Mary, come have coffee with me.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, we finally talked this morning. She lives in Italy still, and I miss her. What song do you listen to the most? I know.
Creed.
Yes.
Higher.
Blink 182.
Or Blink 182. What's my age again? Yeah, probably one of those. My angsty teen.
Wait. He's buying tickets to a Creed concert in September, but he's not buying me my tickets to the Luke
I
Combs
have
concert
not purchased
in
those
2
tickets yet, but
weeks.
Creed is, bringing about world peace right now. So
Okay.
I'm just going to give you that.
Whatever.
Ooh, here's a good one. What is your favorite quote?
Okay.
Trying to remember one.
I do love a good quote. I'm a quote kind of gal.
Let's hear one then. Anyone.
Um
Oh, there's so many of them. I can't even pick one.
No, I like them. I just like I don't have a favorite quote. Like that's kind of weird. But maybe something that's like uh the grass is greener where you water it type of quote.
That's more of like a phrase.
What's the difference?
Okay, here's a difference. Like the grass is greener on the other side.
Okay.
Or Steve Prefontate's quote on pace is as follows. The best pace is a suicide pace, and today is a great day to die. That's from somebody. Or
Like a quote is from
yeah,
somebody.
it's not just like a phrase,
Well,
it's a quote.
someone came
You
up
miss
with that.
100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne
Wayne
Gretzky,
Gretzky.
Michael Scott. Quotes.
No, someone came up with that quote.
I remember
Wait,
one from
I'll give you my senior quote. Um oh
what did what did we do in eighth grade? We went to some like retreat or something. Somebody I still remember this quote, the builder's quote. Why tear it down in a day or two?
what
It
that
took a
took a
builder
man
10
10
years to
years to
do.
do.
And I ask myself, am I the type that
I remember this. Tear
wonders
us down
that tears down as I wander
around.
around, or am I the type that builds
Builds
with
up.
care in hopes that my
Right.
organization was glad that I was there? I don't know why I remember that.
So is that a quote or a phrase?
No,
That's a quote.
that's more of a poem. It's more of a poem. If we're getting technical,
I do remember that. That's
I don't
funny.
know.
I think it's probably from a retreat.
I think what was your high school quote?
It was a Coco Chanel quote, and it was something like, uh, "Oh, can I look it
You
up?"
don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley.
You know,
I think mine was a Mike Tyson quote.
wait, let me look this up.
You,
Coco Chanel
I'll tell
quote.
you my Mike Tyson quote right now. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious. I want to eat your heart. I want you. Actually, I'll stop right there. I'll stop before it gets too intense.
Dang, Coco Chanel has a lot of quotes. It was something about like lips.
Yeah, anything you say is a quote. Something about lips.
Yeah, it was
That's a
like
quote. Diana. It's my new favorite one. Something about lips.
ah. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. That's not what it was, but it was like, gosh dang, I can't find it. All right, I don't know. I don't know. All right, on to the next one. Wait,
I
okay.
just asked you the quote.
If you could learn to do anything, what would it be?
Learn how to play the fiddle.
Why?
I think it's an awesome instrument. You just see the guys playing like country folk songs and they're just jamming out.
I've never heard you say that.
I know, but I think it's cool. I think it would be a fun thing to do. Practical, I would like to be a bit more of a handyman. I'm trying to get there. YouTube helps out. Um, build the house with my own hands, kind of thing.
Possible.
Could do it. You went back to the top.
Sorry. It was like 20 or something.
What's the worst gift you've ever received?
Gift or GIF?
Gift.
The worst gift I've ever received.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, I do.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say that year I gave you a piece of paper with a printout of the gift because it didn't come in the mail.
Okay, it was a printout of tickets to the Hangout Festival, of which he didn't even pay for me. It was just an idea of like, hey, let's go here, but he like didn't buy the tickets or anything.
It was a work in progress.
You were rough back then.
I wasn't great. I was learning.
Okay, what's the best gift you've ever received?
You know what I'm going to say?
The driver.
I think that was pretty cool. Before we were even engaged, I think it was my first birthday gift.
I think so.
Right? And she got me a brand new tailor-made driver that was awesome. Not expecting that at all.
I'm a good girlfriend.
That was pretty sweet. What are you looking forward to when you get home?
When I get home,
like you're out during the day. What do you get most excited for, like when you get back home?
Cuddling you and watching reality TV on the couch in our spot.
Yeah, and drinking
my magnesium,
a Zevia or whatever, a bubbly, something like that.
Yeah,
easy. Something to burp.
Sure. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you?
I was gonna give my top 3.
Okay.
Best thing to ever happen to me. Getting married to you.
Good one.
Flying fighter jets.
Duh.
And then I think just being very blessed all around with supportive family, friends, life. Like things have been pretty good overall.
I like that.
That's not like, what I say, accomplishment?
No, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah, greatest thing. I've been very lucky.
That didn't happen to you, though.
Getting lucky?
You were, yeah. I mean, you were born. So the greatest things ever happened to you is being born.
Yeah. Where's the best thing that happened?
Good, though.
I was born and I'm living in America.
Was that in order?
Yeah. Yes.
How can I better support you? Ooh, this is good.
Ooh. Better support me. This is typically one of our weekly questions of like, what can I do for you this week to make things easier? And mine most of the time is like, make me good food.
Yeah.
Right now, I think what you can do for me this week is just keep. What are you looking at?
It sounds like the fan is running a little bit.
The thing you could do for me is just be happy. Yeah.
That's hard sometimes.
I know it's hard sometimes. Just be happy. Enjoy life.
I'll do my best.
Don't.
Oh.
You're cheating.
I thought I was asking you. Sorry.
Okay, here we go. I'm glad I'm asking you this question.
Oh, no.
Do you remember the first thing we said to each other?
First thing we said to each other?
Yep.
No.
I don't even. Probably
no.
hi.
That was like 27 years ago.
What's the first thing you do remember saying to you?
One of the first things I remember saying to you is probably, and this is not like, because I can think of interactions we had before this, but I don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah.
But it's probably saying something about like, I don't know, when we were locker buddies, you know? It's like when we talked the most. The time that comes to mind is when you ate all of the punchkis that I made for Fat Tuesday. I was probably like, hey, why'd you eat all those?
I don't know what I would have said.
I don't
I don't know what my response was.
But I don't know. Like, what do you think
I
we
don't even remember doing that. I think this is completely made up.
Definitely not. What do you think we talked about when we danced at the 8th grade dance? Probably nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing.
Probably didn't say anything.
Keep room for Jesus.
Probably we sure did. What is something you always want to do? What is something you always wanted to do as a child but never got to do?
As a child?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe growing up and once I started doing the ski racing was like going to Europe when the rest of the when the other guys did.
Yeah.
I think that would have been fun.
That would have been cool.
But that's a lot.
You got to do that later too.
Yeah, I was able to do that. And I mean, how would you do that when you're also playing like multiple sports in one season? It's just impossible. What is your favorite and least favorite board game?
Board game.
Yeah. Not card game, board game.
Is Scattergories a board game?
Nope.
Board game.
Like Monopoly, Candyland.
My least favorite board game is probably Life. That game sucks.
I like Life.
No. My favorite is probably, it's got to be Monopoly. I was not a board game kid. I was like a Yahtzee, Scattergories, like, that kind of game. Stop. We're not editing this.
That's how she talks to me. Oh, shoot. I didn't look at it.
You cheated.
No, I started to, and I stopped myself. I forgot.
If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, what would it be?
The world is my oyster. Everybody had to do this.
I have one.
Hold on. I want to think about this because this could be good.
Okay.
You go with yours while I'm thinking.
Mine is just one that I have come up with in the past couple of days from the social medias. They're annoying me at the moment, and that is just that, like, you don't have to voice your opinion so strongly on everything. Number one. Number two, you should be required to know what you're talking about before you take such a strong stance on something, and that's how I feel about that.
that would be excellent.
Yeah. Like, there's this one girl that I'm like Instagram buddies with. She's like a food and mom influencer, and she just posted this recipe about a chopped salad, and this woman like annihilated her about the fact that all she did was take a salad and cut it up. And the girl was like, yes, that is a chopped salad. And she was just like so offended by the fact that this girl made a chopped salad and made a reel about it. Like, you're dumb. Get off your phone. Get off your phone. Also, if your story, okay, I'm keeping going.
She's on a
If
rant.
your story every day has something to do about complaining or voicing your opinion about something, stop.
Okay. Intense.
I'm enraged.
I was gonna say something like, you'll go to jail if you cut your toenails in public. That's kind of
pretty sick.
That's what I was like. That seems like a fair one.
That's a good one.
So a little different.
Okay. Yeah, I like yours better.
I do like. What's my biggest pet peeve? You think? Just people. Probably too many people in one spot. People being people. Too many people in one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or traffic.
No, you don't get that bothered by it.
No, I don't. What am I saying? I'm just trying. What do people
You're
say?
trying to relate to
what do people say is a pet peeve of theirs? Yeah, I hate that.
Okay.
I don't. That, or I do think. Nope, not gonna say it.
Okay. Why? What?
It would get political.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can stay off of that. Speed it up here, Home Slice.
Well, you locked it. What's the first thing you would do if you won $50,000?
Invest it.
Holy cow.
Make some money off of it.
I was expecting you to say go shopping.
You know me. I would take a few thousand and go shopping.
Yeah, you absolutely would.
But I would invest
You would
a good
invest.
majority.
Yeah.
Make my money work for me, honey.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Over to you.
If you were asked to give yourself a nickname, what would it be? You already have a million nicknames.
Yeah.
That's a dumb question. So, no, we're skipping that.
Okay.
What is the funniest movie you've ever seen? Oh, this is a good question for you.
The funniest movie. I mean, I've watched a lot of movies. I like movies.
Your sense of humor is like dumb, though.
Yeah, because I think Step Brothers is hilarious.
It's not.
I don't know. I like Will Ferrell movies.
Do you want me to hold it?
No. Yeah, I'm going to swap it up.
Yeah, you like Will Ferrell type of humor.
I like Will Ferrell movies. There are a lot of dumb movies, dumb humor that's funny. But then you go back to I don't know, I think like our parents when they were growing up in those comedy movies, and it's not like those were much better.
No, comedy's
like Caddyshack. It's like, oh yeah, it's slap happy. I don't find that one. It's a classic, but I don't find it like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
What is one thing you would like to accomplish by this time next year? Sorry.
Have my house be fully put together the way that I want it with the paint colors that I want and be settled in the home.
Actually have paint on the walls?
Yeah, just be all put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1 year's time, we can do that.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Yes. She said she wanted to do this, and I just quickly scrolled, and there was one question that stuck out. And I was like, I don't know who the most famous person I met was. And I was like, oh, yeah. I've met the President of the United States of America. That's a pretty famous person.
Not the current one.
Not the current. That was Barack Obama. He gave me my diploma when I graduated. Kind of cool.
Kind of fun.
If someone wrote a book about you, what would the title be?
How come I'm getting these like life-altering questions and you're getting like who's the most famous person you've ever met?
The funniest movie you've seen.
If someone wrote a book about me? Oh gosh. I don't know. Princess Diana?
Diana's Dirty Diary.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be a good one.
Okay.
Did it say biography? It didn't say autobiography or biography. It
just said about me. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
This is deep. I'd like to think smart. You judge me.
No, I'm not.
I'd like to say smart, outgoing, and something I don't think I'm necessarily at yet, but something I would like to be is approachable.
You don't think you're approachable? You're not approachable to young.
Well, we've talked about this. Like I think I focused so much and so long on like being the best at the job and like the technical expert at everything, just like focusing on the job specifically. And I want to like focus more on people because I do get distracted a lot as well.
Yeah.
And it's easy for me to I'm focused on one thing while somebody's trying to talk to me and I don't give them the time and attention that they deserve. So I consider that as like an approachable,
that's in a work setting, but I think not in a work setting, you're pretty approachable.
I'll take that.
Proof being all of the girls who go up to you and start flirting.
Sexy, charismatic George Clooney with my gray hair.
Okay.
Here's a good one for you. What is your favorite cartoon character?
Oh, so many options. Disney, obviously. My favorite cartoon character.
Cartoon?
Yeah, sorry. I'm having a hard time today. My favorite cartoon character is, I mean, it's gotta be Minnie Mouse. It just has to be.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
Mine would be Archer from the TV show Archer. That's a
It's
cartoon.
losery. If a theme song played every time you entered a room, what would it be?
A theme song? You remember the Country Boy song by Earl Dibbles Jr.?
Earl Dibbles Jr.?
Yeah.
Dibbles?
Granger Smith is the actual artist. His alter ego, Earl Dibbles Jr., sings.
What?
You've never heard it?
No, no, don't do that.
I can't play it?
I think it censors when you play stuff that's not when it's not copyrighted.
Then
Sorry.
look it up. It's
Okay.
pretty good. I wake up. I'm not going to sing because I can't sing.
Wait, what's it
Maybe
called?
that's
What's
the
it called?
Country Boy song.
Okay.
The Country Boy
We'll
song.
have to listen later.
I think that'd be pretty fun. If you had to eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, where would it be?
Flower Child. Easy.
Next. I thought you were going to say like Ruth's Chris or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but that's like really
That's heavy.
rich.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
I can, you know what I'm going to say?
The
I think
thing
I've told
about
you.
the ice cream?
Ice cream.
It was something when you were little. You spilled ice cream. Wait, what are you gonna say?
There's two cases I remember, and they were both when I was in second grade. That was the most embarrassing
What
because
happened?
you're emotionally can't handle things.
Okay.
The first one was my pants were too big.
Oh yeah, and your
And-
mom's safety pin.
And
then.
so my mom put a safety pin on it, like a good mom does. And one of the
That's
girls
so
that we
silly.
grew up with said, like, "Oh, you have a safety pin in your pants." For whatever reason, my world was over. That was very embarrassing.
That's sad.
The other one was, so we went to a Catholic school growing up. In second grade, one of the words we had to spell for our vocab test was
Jesus.
Jesus.
He spelled it justice.
I spelled it Jusses. Turns out that's not correct. And I got called out in front of the class. Tyler,
Can't even spell
you're
Jesus.
the only person that didn't spell Jesus correctly. And I, like she said, I was like, I'm the smartest one in this room kind of thing. And I was like, you idiot. How did you do that?
That's funny.
Oh, man. I guess if that's the most embarrassing thing, then
like
it could be a lot worse.
When you put jalapeno juice on your wiener and had smoke coming out of your ears at your very first farewell as a young pilot, that's not the most embarrassing
No,
thing.
I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
It was accidental, but I was dying.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. What is the trait you value the most?
In general?
I think so. That's what it looks like.
Like in a friend or like in...
Just in general. What is the trait that you value the most?
The trait I value the most is probably... Well, there's the loyalty, the trustworthy, like honest, duh. Those are like duh to me. If you don't have those, then like probably not buddies. But maybe vulnerability. Am I boring you?
Nope.
Okay.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
Being willing to. I'll swap with you again.
Okay. Yeah, just being willing to like.
You're the host. You should have your hands ready to go. Put me to work.
Okay. Would you rather be rich or famous? Easy.
I'd rather say rich.
Yeah.
For sure.
Duh.
What makes you feel most loved? Just list your every love language possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
It depends on the day and the time and the location.
Makes you feel most loved. Like seeing that people actually like care or are putting effort in.
Yeah.
Effort. That's it.
I need to put in more effort, is what she's saying. Yeah. But, it's the small things that my effort is trying to put the house together. Because would you say, what do you want done in a year? The house to be done. How can I show that love? By working my butt off to get it done for you. Perspective.
That's just like a built-in husband duty,
Oh,
though.
man.
What's your
I don't know about
It's
that.
asking again, what's your dream job? Okay. If you were a professional athlete, what sport would you play?
Golf. That way I could
Interesting.
play for many, many years, and you're not like football. Like I getting hit in the nugget multiple times and only being able to play for 4 or 5 years doesn't sound like a fun time to me.
I'm surprised you didn't say skiing.
Skiing would be like,
Same thing though. It's you can't be too old.
yeah, you've got a limited time. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got a limited time. Golf you could do forever. Oh, were you voted best anything your senior year in high school?
Yes.
What were yours?
I was voted best dressed and
Yep.
best to take home to mom and dad.
Guy and girl, best to take home to mom and dad. We're married now. How'd that happen?
That's funny.
That
Okay.
is funny.
Oh, I ask you? I ask
Oh,
you.
no, we don't need to go up in mine.
No, I have the next question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory of us? Oh,
Favorite memory?
yeah. We have a lot.
We have a lot. Honestly, I do think about, because I think this it was kind of like foreshadowing for once we actually got married, and we were just dating at the time, but was when we went to Coronado, Hotel del Coronado, and we stayed at that hotel, and we were just like, we were dressed to a T, we were eating at nice restaurants, and it was just like, this is awesome. And that was just like the first step we took on lots of our travels. And I really enjoyed that.
We set the bar high.
Yeah, set the bar high, so we had to keep going.
Yeah, that was so fun. That was really fun.
That's the end of it.
That was it?
That's it.
Aw, I liked that.
I know, here, I'll read it. I know some of these marriage questions can feel kind of cheesy and hard to ask, but make a game out of it. Have fun. Put them in a discussion bowl.
A discussion bowl. Well, hopefully that sparked a question that you're going to go ask your spouse later.
Yeah, I think it's fun. A lot of times we do this when we're out at dinner or we're out at brunch or something, especially like when we're vacationing and we're just like, let's, instead of just laying out by the pool and reading after so long, it's nice to kind of switch things up. And that's why I feel like a lot of these questions, like there's no question that the internet's asked that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
And it's just fun because unless you ask those questions, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
And they change, I feel like, depending on different memories pop up.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
we enjoy doing these kinds of things, and
I love
it's something
that.
fun to do.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Value of the week.
Ooh, you go first.
I have mine.
Yep,
okay.
You go first.
My value of the week is Clear Stem, and I started using it 2 weeks ago. Look at my face. It's gotten so much better.
It's nice.
Right, though?
Yeah.
Like,
get a water softener too, apparently.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that yet, but it's on the way. But you guys know my skin, she ain't great. And I got Clear Stem 2 weeks ago, and it's cleared up a lot of my acne so far. So far so good on that. Yeah.
That's good.
What's yours?
Mine, just because we've been doing so many home things and trying to furnish, is Home Depot actually has a lot of good furniture pieces. We've gotten what did we get? The side table? Did we get that? No. We got a bench.
You got a bench,
we got the chandelier. Like, they have a lot of options of, it's like something you wouldn't think of a place that sells like good looking furniture.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually have a lot of stuff instead of the classics.
Yeah.
So I think that's my value.
That was good. Anything you would like to say to our friends before we sign off?
Peace and love.
Peace and blessings. All right. Love you. Bye.
Oof.